So what would you like me to have certified?
The bond of subrogation.
What is the bond of subrogation?
You don't know?
Why don't you inform me?
I can have the Justice Department send you one.
For what?
The bond of subrogation.
Have you here on a no valid operator's license. It looks like I'm still showing that it is expired. So what would you like to tell me today about the infraction?
Well, I'd like, Your Honor, if the court pleases, to certify the bond of subrogation, if you please.
Certify the bond.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you, so what would you like me to have certified?
The bond of subrogation.
What is the bond of subrogation?
You don't know?
Why don't you inform me? Is there a document that you have?
I can have the Justice Department send you one.
For what?
The bond of subrogation.
So, a subrogation agreement,
Subrogation is a bond.
correct?
That's a bond that you place on my name.
I have not placed any bond on your name.
Well, this municipality most likely has.
You are Alan Lee Waddell?
Correct.
Okay.
See, when this court is, if you hammer me, all that money in that bond goes to the IMF.
There is no bond. There's an infraction with a fine amount. So if that's what you want to tell me today, we're here for a contested hearing. I haven't heard anything that...
Latches and curs. Are you familiar with the Constitution? Latches and curs, right? I motion to dismiss.
Okay, motion to dismiss on what grounds?
On grounds that you do not know what you're doing. I'm sorry, Your Honor, you're supposed to know the law.
Okay.
Latches and curs.
All right. What legal authority do you have for your motion to dismiss beyond you don't think I know what I'm doing?
That will come from the Justice Department, Your Honor.
All right. Do you were stopped on February 25th, 2026?
According to Eric, the Kelso cop.
Okay.
Is he present? Is Eric present?
Did you subpoena him?
I did, and
did you file proof of service of the subpoena?
Excuse me?
Did you file proof of service of the subpoena?
I did. I filed a notice of liability.
That's not a proof of service.
It's a certified sign. It's a signed affidavit.
What signed affidavit do you?
It's supposed to be in your possession.
I have it.
Okay. Have you read it?
Yes.
It's notarized.
Okay.
It's
Indiana Bill of Rights. None of this is binding on this court.
Those are case law, Supreme Court case law. Standing.
Indiana Article 1 Bill of Rights is not case law.
Well, we're applying it to.
We are not applying Indiana Bill of Rights to Washington.
Your name will appear here.
All right. Mr. Waddell, I have in front of me the officer's narrative indicating that he stopped you on February 25th, 2026, driving a maroon Chrysler PT Cruiser on the northbound 1400 block of South Pacific Avenue with its left and center brake light not functioning, initiated the traffic stop, identified himself verbally as Alan Waddell, stated he left his insurance back at his house and was unable to provide proof of insurance. The check of his DOL showed that it expired September 22nd, 2022. The photograph on Waddell's DOL record matched a driver confirming his identity, and he issued the infraction. And you were warned about not having insurance and not having brake lights active. All right.
I informed the officer, Your Honor, at the time that there is no contract. The contract, the license, which is a contract, has expired almost 5 years ago.
Yet you were driving.
There is no contract.
You were driving on a public road. Okay. I'm going to find the infraction committed at the full amount of $564. You will have 60 days to either pay in full or set up a payment plan.
I will sub this, and
what was that?
I will have to recommend it. I must recuse you, Your Honor.
You can file that with you can make a motion, but I've made my ruling at this point.
I'm motioning for a mistrial I'm going to recuse me
Okay, I'm
from this case.
denying those motions as they are not timely nor relevant at this point.
Under the
So your infraction
Constitution,
has been committed. If you would like to file motions to
you are in
appeal
direct
this,
violation
go
of
ahead.
constitutional rights, Your Honor.
All right,
You
Mr.
are
Waddell, that'll be all for today.
Under Washington traffic law, Alan Lee Waddell was cited for operating a motor vehicle without a valid operator's license after police stopped him for defective brake lights and discovered his license had expired in September 2022. The officer also documented that Waddell could not provide proof of insurance during the stop. The matter proceeded to a contested infraction hearing. Rather than disputing the traffic stop itself, Waddell advanced several pseudo-legal and sovereign citizen-style arguments. He repeatedly demanded the court certify the bond of subrogation, argued that a driver's license constituted a contractual agreement, and claimed the court lacked authority because the alleged contract had expired years earlier. He additionally referenced the IMF, the Indiana Bill of Rights, LACIS, and attempted to raise jurisdictional objections unrelated to Washington law. The court repeatedly requested supporting legal authority or relevant statutory grounds for dismissal. No legally recognized basis was presented. The judge explained that operating a vehicle on a public roadway still required compliance with state licensing laws regardless of the defendant's personal theories regarding contractual consent. After reviewing the officer's narrative and hearing argument, the court found the traffic infraction committed and imposed a monetary penalty of $564. The court denied subsequent oral motions for mistrial and judicial recusal as untimely and unsupported.